Thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm always interested. Like, I listen to some podcasts out of New Zealand and Australia that I really like.
Okay.
I wonder if we've got, like, listeners from other parts of the world that check out ours. I would assume sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like there's been some people that have found our podcast because we were in the top 10 single father podcasts, like worldwide.
Right.
And it was just because our bio said that you were a single father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's why I bring this up, is, like, it's always surprising to me when they're talking about, like, going to the beach after the show, when I'm looking outside and seeing this. So it must be interesting for them to be like, yeah, no, we got a foot of snow last night. Like, we got a foot. So we're, after the show, not going to the beach. We're going to shovel our driveways and sidewalks and salt things down so the elderly don't slip and break something and sue you.
I don't even own proper winter footwear, which is crazy as someone who has been born and raised in Alberta. I just don't invest in good winter shoes.
You've got great winter boots. They're just hard to put on, so you never do.
Yeah, they got that inner layer that always comes out when you pull your foot out, and then I can never get them back in, so I don't even bother.
Have you tried putting the inner layer on and then slipping it into the boot?
I can't, because the shin part's too high. They're hard to get on.
Okay, well, sell them and buy a pair of proper winter boots.
I know, I need some slip-ons.
Do you like Sorels?
I just wear like H&M boots. So my feet are constantly stinky and wet.
Like, did you see what I'm wearing today?
What are you wearing?
At work. Look at these units.
Oh, what? You going for a hike later?
I could.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Nothing. You're
Nothing.
You're going to go home and complain that your feet are cold.
I'm going to prance to my car. I'm going to get in, and then I'm going to go home and stay there.
That was the most snow in like a 12-hour stretch that I remember us getting in a long time. Like, did last year we got loaded up once or twice, I think, in a similar fashion. But, man, it just kept snowing.
It's good if you're into building snowmen. Snow women.
Is it the right kind of snow for snowmen? I don't think it is. You don't even got that. It's not dense enough.
It's good for peeing in, I bet.
Yeah, you can do some decor.
Is it fun, peeing in snow?
Yeah.
Or are you so cold that it like your aim's bad because it's like basically in your pants still?
Yeah, no, not when you're dealing with this. Yeah, no, you have to use both hands to hold her.
How does that work?
Well, you grab it at the knee.
Okay.
What?
I don't think so.
No, it is really fun. I usually try to sign my name, and I got a pretty big bladder and a fairly short name, so I have no problem with that. But I know for my friend Bartholomew, it's really tricky.
Who?
Bartholomew?
I don't think that person exists. What's their last name?
Novakovsky. So he can't even, like...
That's a fake person.
He can't even comprehend getting the last name in there, too.
I've never met this guy or heard of him.
Well, he'd be disappointed to hear that. He loves the show.
He's listening from where? Somewhere across the world. There you go. Full circle conversation.
His middle name?
No. No. What is it?
Alessandro. Bartholomew Alessandro Novakovsky.
Okay.
Yeah, his Ancestry.com thing was like as long as his name.
He opened it and it was a scroll.
Two PDFs.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
You came up with a shoveling hack, which anybody who's parked outside this morning and not left the house yet might need.
Yeah, so instead of using this dinky little snow brush, I just grabbed the shovel. There's that much snow outside right now.
Yeah, you just shoveled your car.
I shoveled it, lifted the shovel over the vehicle and just scraped off. And like didn't scrape the car. Like there's not going to be scratch marks or anything.
Okay, I don't know about that. You were going pretty hard. You looked like McDavid on the hood with how fast you were dangling.
Yeah, it was efficient and I highly recommend it. Do not waste your time with those silly little brushes. They don't do anything.
All right.
I was done getting the snow off of my vehicle in less than a minute.
Speaking of McDavid and shoveling, I actually have a hockey stick that was built into a snow brush.
What?
And it just goes a little longer.
Where is it?
It's in the garage. It might even be in my car.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I park in a garage, so. What makes Pete Davidson so attractive? He is scoring with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and in the music industry. Ariana Grande, Engaged. Kim Kardashian's Rebound. Kate Beckinsale, was that the other one?
Yeah, they dated.
Just a rocket. And he, okay-looking guy. Is that fair to say? An okay-looking guy.
Yeah.
Pretty good-looking guy.
Yeah, he also dated Cassie David, which is Larry David's daughter, for 2 years.
For quite some time,
Yeah.
Coolest father-in-law in the game. That's also a pretty good score. Anyway, so people have broken down. This question was posed online. What makes him so attractive? And the answers, people got really in depth with what they think makes him so endearing. So I just wanted to go through some of them with you and see if you agree.
Can I take a guess of one?
Sure.
He's probably good in the bedroom.
What, cleaning?
Everything. Because, think about how back in August this year, he was dating the lead actress in Bridgerton.
Also a rocket.
And they were together for 5 months after filming Bridgerton, where expectations are high after episode 3, 20 minutes in?
Oh, wow. Very specific.
Okay, let's hear this list. Why is Pete Davidson attractive?
He seems very genuine and he's confident in his vulnerability. I get the feeling he is very focused and attentive with his partners. Next, he's like your weed dealer whom you feel safe around for some reason. And then when he starts cracking jokes, you realize you want to hook up with him.
I bet when you get onto the SNL set where there's the table read or you're backstage and you're in the green room meeting all of the actors, he stands out. I bet he has this aura around him where he makes you feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
And I bet that's where the safe space feeling comes from, where he's the one you gravitate towards if you're intimidated by some of the other actors.
Especially because he's been so vulnerable and open about his struggles. Yeah, he doesn't seem perfect.
He's the young guy there. He'll hang out with you. He'll go out back and smoke a joint.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what a lot of these are saying. He's very open and candid about his struggles. This guy meets these women and just wants to get to know them. Meet their parents, take them to Staten Island to meet his mom. I can see how being famous, but still being earnest and sincere with people he likes works in his favor in a big way. Next up, he's not a supermodel or anything, but I don't find him bad looking. He has nice lips and a good smile. I like his tattoos. He reminds me of the funny misfit dudes I was into in high school, which is an interesting take as well.
Yeah, and I bet he's a mama's boy. I bet he texts his mom all day, every day.
Yeah.
And they probably are so funny together. And then as a love interest, you're watching this and you're like, aw.
Fair. This is an interesting take where it actually relates to Korean dramas. And I found this is one of my favorite of the bunch.
Okay.
He gives off a real second lead energy. If you watch any Korean dramas, you'll notice there's usually a hot guy who's a total a-hole. He's with the girl, usually. And then there's usually a less attractive but gentle second lead guy who treats the girl kindly and everybody roots for him. That's a pretty valid description of Pete, I would assume.
Yeah.
I heard Logan Paul interviewing him the other day, and he's like, do you think you're better at picking up women than I am? And I would assume Logan Paul's probably one of the best at it. He's a very handsome dude, super successful.
Confident.
Ripped. Rich.
Yeah.
And Pete's like, yeah, I'm way better at picking up women than you. He's like, listen, you're much better looking than me. So we probably do it about we probably, do about the same.
Yeah.
But I'm better at it because I'm funny looking. And I'm doing it just as good as you are. I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, there it is. Pete Davidson broken down.
Yeah.
If you have an opinion on this, on what makes him attractive, or if you disagree with it wholeheartedly, let us know.
He's just tall.
And I'm going to end with this one. I'm bisexual. I like 1, all women, and 2, men who look like wet cigarettes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. There's a new dating trend called snow globing.
I've never heard of this. So what does it mean?
Well, I want you to guess first. What do you think snow globing means?
Okay. When I think of a snow globe, I think of being trapped. Is that accurate?
No.
Okay, so if it's not being trapped, I would think of it as someone who likes to get flipped upside down. Somebody likes to get thrown around. Someone likes to get shaken around.
No. Far more innocent than that.
Oh.
But it is a bad dating trend. It's when during the holiday season you're fooled by the like majestic nature of it.
Oh, and then all of a sudden it settles and it's gone, or the magic's gone.
So snow globing is when you like really buy into the fact that your relationship is perfect. You buy wonderful gifts for each other in the holidays.
Oh,
you
so
like,
this is a holiday specific term.
yeah, exactly. Over Christmas holidays. So you buy each other like great gifts. You bake for each other. You cuddle up and watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
And like you introduce them to the parents maybe.
Yeah,
it moves
Christmas
pretty
party.
fast, right?
Yeah.
Christmas parties. It's all beautiful like a snow globe. But then everything settles in January and it gets put back in the attic. And that means just you're done. So, and quite often that's going to hurt one of the people involved who didn't know that they were snow globing, who thought things were just going really well. They didn't realize that like this had to do with the beautiful
facade.
Holiday season. Yeah.
That is really depressing. And there's nothing worse than being heartbroken over Christmas. I honestly, I've been through it. It's awful, especially when you are gathering with the family and everyone's there with their partner and their kids, and you're just in the pantry chugging wine.
Yeah. That sounds really specific.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one picture you got where your one sister was with her husband, your other sister was with her husband and kids at the time, and you were just holding a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
It's a great picture.
Okay, snow globing. Good to know. I do think we should go back to my definition. I think we should all really embrace snow globing in a sense of getting tossed around and flipped upside down and just have some fun with it.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know why bidets aren't more popular.
Yeah, if you're doing a Secret Santa this year and the budget's around $100, man, not even. Like I got you one of those add-on bidets for Christmas last year, and it's the best, and it was cheap.
Yeah, like what are we talking?
Oh, I think it was like, but somewhere between $80 and $100.
Whoa, that is cheap. Because our budget last year for each other, we said was $120.
No, we didn't.
But yeah, no, I just don't understand that they're not more popular.
Yeah.
270,000 trees are cut down every day for toilet paper alone.
Whoa. That's a lot of Charmin.
I've probably cut down my toilet paper use by 80% in my house.
Yeah, you just give it a little water blast. You're on with your day. Okay, yeah, maybe your underwear is a little bit wet, but at least it's like clean water.
I still grab a couple sheets of toilet paper. And
cool. Me too.
Wow, embarrassing. But honestly, if you haven't tried one before, all it does is shoot water up there.
People are scared of it.
I've never felt cleaner. Yeah, the first time is intimidating.
You just got to start slow. You can't just go like full blast. You'll get shot up onto the ceiling.
But now I go full blast.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it.
Well, you've grown a tolerance, right? Like you have I feel like you have like a callus or something going on.
No, I have an aqua butt. It's like when you're in the pool for a little bit, like you get used to the temperature and all that. You know, you're less afraid to dive in.
No, it's like when you start doing CrossFit and you're doing clean-in presses, and then all of a sudden you're like your hands are ready for it.
Yeah,
same thing. But
yeah, I don't think I have a-hole calluses, but thanks for telling people that. I'm agreeing with you. I think it's a great gift, and there's a lot of people that need one in their world. So many of us talk about our IBS. Mm-hmm. Well, it's improved my butt health tenfold. And I know this is a strange thing to talk about while you're probably having cereal, but like it's just healthier, it's cleaner, and it's better for the environment, and it's cheaper.
Okay, Joel just wrote in saying, I have the Brondell. It's fantastic. It has a fan that dries you off too. Wow, you can leave with a blowout? This is the best deal ever.
Play 107.
I got into a very clean vehicle over the weekend, and it made me uncomfortable.
And you're like, this is the cleanest backseat I've ever been in.
No, it really was. I did get into the backseat of a car.
Okay, tell us more.
Well, I was with my friend and his parents.
Oh.
So, so it was his mom's vehicle. And as soon as I got in the backseat, I was like, this is the cleanest car I've ever been in, to the point where I'm uncomfortable. Like there's not even a speck of dust. And I don't know a lot of people that live like that.
Yeah.
And I asked, like, why is it so clean? She's like, oh, people aren't allowed to eat in my car. Like you cannot pull things out of your pocket in her car. And I wasn't judging. I admired her for this because I've tried to be that person. Like I'll go and get my car detailed and then it's spotless inside and I try to make sure it stays that way. But one stop at the gas station, one bag of corn nuts, I'm pouring them down my throat. One of them falls in between my seat and the middle console. And at that point, I'm like, all right, it's over. You can smoke in here. Like, let's go.
Oh, wow.
Not actually, but you know what I mean? Like you just give up immediately after there's one little smudge. I don't have OCD like that. I'm wondering if some of our listeners do. Are you someone who, even in this weather, your vehicle is spotless?
I wish I had that. My dad is like that. Like he'll take his cars to get washed like twice a week.
Oh, wow.
And like he only drives twice a week.
We have someone that works here at Play 107 in our sales department. His name's Plume. And he just yells at me every time he sees me at work because he's like, wash your car. I'm like, why? Like, why do I need to wash it? He's like, you need to. He has one of those like Bubbles memberships where he goes every week. I don't get it.
Or numerous times a week. Yeah, I don't. I counted yesterday, and there are 9 of my daughter's masks on the floor.
Okay, we should do a contest right now. If you're listening, whoever has the most amount of masks in their car on the floor wins.
Is that a normal thing?
I think so.
Like, and then the reusable ones I'll take in a wash. I'll throw out all the ones that are, disposable. But that happens about once a month.
Dude, even the disposable ones I've accidentally washed before, and they turn out fine. Like, you can use them again.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Wow, cheap.
I've done it. So, yeah, we just wanted to give some love and a shout out to everyone that's like us out there who is rocking basically a movable garbage bin.
Yeah, and let us know what you have in your car as well.
Yeah, what's the weirdest thing that you still have on the floor of your vehicle?
Wow, you guys are stepping up. What's the strangest thing you have in your car right now? 780-784-7107. Getting some very funny answers rolling in.
Yeah, Paige says she has over 30 masks in her vehicle right now.
I thought my 9 was a lot that I counted on the floor yesterday. What's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not bad, and you?
Good. So you made me realize that I've worn the same mask for the last year and a half and haven't washed it because I just leave it in my car.
Okay, you need to remember to put it in your purse and bring it in and wash it.
I think in the winter you might be all right. If it gets below 0, you're probably freezing off any of those germs.
Yeah, probably.
In the summer, that's disgusting.
I do work from home, and so I really only leave the house to drop my kid off at daycare and go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
will say I don't go a lot of places, but when I do, it's a dirty, dirty mask.
Yeah, it's wash time.
You're welcome for the reminder.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what is the weirdest thing that you have in your vehicle right now? This after I was in a really clean vehicle over the weekend, and it weirded me out. Where's the random strange thing in the back seat? Sarah wrote in saying, I have a 10 by 10 gazebo in my car. It's used for summer shelter, but now it just lives there.
How do you fit that in a car?
I'm not sure.
It's one of those fold up.
Yes.
Yeah, nylon things.
Linda texted in saying, I currently have roasting sticks in my back seat, which at first I was like, that's weird. It's mid-December. But also, do you use those for roasting chestnuts on an open fire?
Yeah, or hot dogs. You never know when you're going to need a dog. You know?
That's true. You can have fires in the winter, no problem.
Exactly.
Not that weird, in my opinion. Janice texted in saying, I have 2 inflatable kayaks in the back of mine. They're still in the box. Never used them.
Since I read that, I haven't stopped being able to think of how fun that would be on a toboggan hill.
Oh my gosh.
Even with
the sticks.
Yeah. You could have a lot of fun with that, I think, Janice.
Alyssa texted in saying, a rabbit cage, LOL. Is there a rabbit in said cage?
No, you can't just keep a rabbit in the cold. 780-784-7107.
Well, odd things in people's cars.
Yeah, what do you got?
I have 3 baby seats in my car now.
3 baby seats.
Yep, we had the triplet.
Oh my
gosh. Not a lot of room for junk when you got 3 babies in there.
No. You should have seen when I was buying them. Like, you buying 3 of these? I'm like, yeah, buying 3 of them. I'm buying 3 of everything.
I actually can't imagine how many muddy boot marks you're going to have on the back of the seats with 3.
Yeah. That's a long ways away, but it will happen inevitably.
That is 6 boots, my man. Good luck.
6 boots on the back of the truck, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for sharing. That's great.
Yeah, congratulations, Gerald.
Thank you very much.
Keep these rolling in at 780-784-7107.
Sarah texted in saying, I have a bag of bras I've been meaning to donate for like 3 years. I also have a collapsible dolly, but it's not weird. It's amazing.
Do bras go out of style? Like,
I don't.
Not really,
I don't think
suppose.
so.
They're good to go.
They're all the same. Year round, I have a cable repair kit for the tent trailer that I sold 4 years ago, says Josh. Okay, this is so funny. We're all realizing that we're kind of hoarders.
Yeah.
It is so rare that you get in a vehicle and it's really clean. There's always a strange object in a vehicle. We got a text earlier. I can't find it right now. Thanks to everyone that's writing in. But it said that she has drink tickets from Boonstock 2012. In the middle console of her vehicle.
Boonstock 2012, that was a good year. I definitely used all my drink tickets.
Play 107.
Thank you for checking out the show. We are talking about strange things that you have in your car.
Yeah, I mean, we are realizing now that all of us are hoarders, especially this time of year. Like, it's cold out. We're not cleaning. Marissa wrote in saying, once I'm done eating my banana, I throw the peel under my seat.
No.
And then I forget about them. There's quite a collection there.
That is disturbing.
That is really funny. This text here says, I have a Ninja blender that I was supposed to return to my dad 3 years ago. Oh, and also a blue pool noodle from 5 years ago. You never know when you're going to want a smoothie while floating down the Sask River.
You know what?
Signed, Sam.
I could use that pool noodle. I want to cut one in half and put it on the inside of my garage where I open my door. Because I keep banging my door against the wall.
Man, pool noodles.
Yeah.
Underrated item.
Good point.
It can be used for a lot of things.
Exactly.
This text, first time texter, no name, was signed. I have an egg costume and cookbooks from when I moved 3 years ago in the trunk of my car. Why don't we move things out of our car?
I don't know.
We're just that lazy to move them from the vehicle into the house.
I had a detail job done on my car a couple of years ago, and they put everything that I didn't clean up in a plastic bag. That bag is still in my trunk with all the stuff in it, which includes one of those plastic things of lots of gum that's been broken since, and so there's just a bag full of old gum. Is what I got in my trunk.
My ex-boyfriend, he was a filmmaker, and when they were done filming their movie, he had a prop in the trunk of his car and left it in there forever. And it was a really big adult toy. He didn't make adult films. It was just like a funny scene in his comedy movie.
A lot of home movies.
Featuring me. Just kidding. But his mom took his car in to get work done for him. And they were like, can you pop the trunk? So these people at the shop thought that this woman in her mid-60s was just rolling around with this massive toy in the back seat. And we've actually had several people texting in this morning. Okay, several's a bit of a exaggeration.
Speaking of stretch.
There's 2 people that wrote in saying that they have one of those in their vehicle.
Right. 780-784-7107. What do you got?
I have animal and human remains in my car.
You have animal and human remains in your car.
Yep.
Why?
Why? Are you a scientist?
I'm into a serial killer. No, so my dog passed away last January, and I actually make cremation remains jewelry and stuff. So I took a little bit of his ashes and I put it in a little piece and put it in my car. And then my best friend actually passed away in March of this year. So with his parents' approval, they let me make one as well. So I've got both of them in my car in my rearview mirror.
Okay, that makes way more sense than what I was picturing.
Me too. I was like, we got Dexter on the line.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm just going to let the police go there on the other line.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.